Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice. Reject your sense of injury and the injury itself disappears. If you are pained by any external thing, it is not this thing that disturbs you, but your own judgment about it. And it is in your power to wipe out this judgment now. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Our life is what our thoughts make it. Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself and your way of thinking. He who lives in harmony with himself lives in harmony with the universe. Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart. The best way to avenge yourself is to not be like that. It is not events that disturb people, it is their judgments concerning them. Look within. Within is the fountain of good, and it will ever bubble up if you will ever dig. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. The object of life is not to be on the side of the majority, but to escape finding oneself in the ranks of the insane. Poverty is the mother of crime. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. The art of living is more like wrestling than dancing. Life is neither good nor evil, but only a place for good and evil. To live happily is an inward power of the soul. Confine yourself to the present. Remember that very little is needed to make a happy life. Never let the future disturb you. You will meet it, if you have to, with the same weapons of reason which today arm you against the present. A man's worth is no greater than his ambitions. A man should be upright, not be kept upright. Your life is what your thoughts make it. Loss is nothing else but change, and change is nature's delight. To understand the true quality of people, you must look into their minds and examine their pursuits and aversions. Our anger and annoyance are more detrimental to us than the things themselves which anger or annoy us. The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it. Look back over the past, with its changing empires that rose and fell, and you can foresee the future too. Do what you will. Even if you tear yourself apart, most people will continue doing the same things. When you have assumed these names, good, modest, truthful, rational, a man of equanimity, and magnanimous, take care that you do not change these names, and if you should lose them, quickly return to them. Adapt yourself to the things among which your lot has been cast, and love sincerely the fellow creatures with whom destiny has ordained that you shall live. Tomorrow is nothing. Today is too late. The good lived yesterday. He who fears death will never do anything worth of a man who is alive. Remember how long you have been putting off these things, and how often you have received an opportunity from the gods and yet do not use it. You always own the option of having no opinion. There is never any need to get worked up or to trouble your soul about things you can't control. These things are not asking to be judged by you. Leave them alone. How much more grievous are the consequences of anger than the causes of it? Each day provides its own gifts. The universe is transformation. Life is opinion. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. We ought to do good to others as simply as a horse runs, or a bee makes honey, or a vine bears grapes season after season without thinking of the grapes it has borne. The only wealth which you will keep forever is the wealth you have given away. You are a little soul carrying around a corpse. Begin. To begin is half the work. Let half still remain. Again begin this, and thou wilt have finished. Death smiles at us all, but all a man can do is smile back. Do every act of your life as if it were your last.